Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jeannie and I wanted to share with you my last summer mani. Now I know fall already technically started, but I was headed to the beach, so I wanted something really fun and summery for my beach vacation. I had this vision in my head, so I chose some colors from the iGel Beauty Rosé collection. If you haven't noticed already, I absolutely love every color from this collection. So I'll be starting with my lightest solid first, which is R48 Sleepless Cinderella, and I'll also be using iGel Beauty Dip Liquids. This mani will be different from my usual because not only do both my hands match, which is a super rare occurrence, I actually am not wearing any peel base, so I'm dipping directly onto my builder gel. And that's because I'll be gone at the beach for a whole week and I don't want any accidental pop-offs. You can see that in just one dip, this light blue is almost completely opaque, which I love about it. Now my dip base did dry a little quicker than I was anticipating, so there are some spots that are missing some powder, but I'll just fix that with my second layer. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to go ahead and cap and clear and activate, just because the next color I'm going to be using is a brighter color and I don't want any of those pigments to stain my blue. So here we are with R73 Lava Lamp, which is just a beautiful, bright, fun orange. So Lava Lamp is a bit of a sheerer dip, so I'm just showing you here on my thumb what it looks like. So with two dips, I did still see a little bit of that glitter builder gel underneath, but not enough for me to do a third dip. But I do believe that if you do 3 full dips, you would get full coverage. Either way though, it's just such a fun and bright color and perfect for a summertime mani. Once I'm done with my second dip, I'm going to go ahead and cap these nails in clear and activate before I move on to my glitter. I am back from the beach now, and I have to admit I am a little bit bitter about it because I had such a good time. So we were gone from a Saturday to a Saturday and it was just so relaxing to get away. So we try to take a beach trip every year, and this year was a little bit more relaxing because we moved back in April. So it was just nice to take that break away from everything and the house stuff and work. So it was just nice to get away, and the weather was absolutely perfect. It rained one morning early in the morning and then one late evening, but other than that, the skies were clear. It was like probably like 80 degrees outside, so it wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cool. But the day that we were leaving, it did get cooler, so I think it was just like the perfect timing. If you stayed till the end, I did insert a couple videos from my trip, not many. There was one from the river walk in downtown Wilmington, North Carolina, as well as, of course, a mani video of me on Wrightsville Beach. But anyway, back to the mani. So now I'm dipping in my glitter, which is R128 3 weeks, which is actually really the inspiration for my mani. I just thought this was such a pretty glitter. And surprisingly, even though it's a very light orange with the iridescent glitters, it was actually pretty full coverage. In one coat, I could no longer see my builder gel, which I thought was pretty impressive. I'm only going to show you one dip in the glitter, but just know that I did 2 dips total. I capped in clear and activated. So I'm going to file and buff off camera, and then I'll be back for some fun nail art. I'm back after some really quick filing and buffing. It didn't really require that much at all. But before I get into the nail art, I'm going to go ahead and top coat my nails that don't have any nail art. So I'm just applying activator. I waited the 2 minutes and I'm going in with my dip top coat. For my nail art, I'm going to use the gel version of R73 Lava Lamp, and that's one of the things I love about the Rosé collection is the powders have matching lacquers and gels. So I'm just going to place a small drop onto my palette, and I'll be using the iGel Beauty liner brush to create my art. And this is a really great liner brush. I'd say when you're doing nail art, even if you aren't that great at it, a great brush makes a huge difference. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that gel, and I'm going to start creating like half circles. So I'm kind of trying to create orange slices all over my nail. I will say the coverage of this particular gel is similar to the powder, where it's a little bit on the sheer side. So I did do 2 full layers of this gel in order to get complete opaqueness of my orange slices. So once I've got my outline of my slice, I'm going to go ahead and fill it in with that gel. I just want a thin layer so it cures evenly. And then once I'm done with that, you could either flash cure to 5 to 10 seconds, but I decided to live on the edge because I was just eager for vacation. So I just went ahead and started in on my next slice. So I'm just kind of like randomly placing them throughout my nail. I don't really have a pattern in mind. Now that I've shown you 2 of these real time, I'm going to speed through the rest of them, do the second coat off camera, and then I'll show you how we finish these up. I'm going to use my iGel Beauty painting gel in white to create the details of my slices. So I'm just taking a little bit of that gel and I'm going to outline the slice of the orange, and any excess that's on my brush, I'm going to gently wipe that against the pot because you don't want too much gel. I do prefer these painting gels over the liners for this kind of art because it's just so tiny and detailed, and it's a little bit thicker. So if you need more detailed fine lines, I definitely recommend a painting gel rather than a gel liner. Now to create the segments of the orange, I'm just drawing straight lines from the rind to the center of the orange. And this is really hard because this is a really tiny space. And to make it look a little more natural, where the rind meets the line, I'm just drawing just a tiny triangle, just so it looks like it's naturally coming from the rind and it's just not a straight line. Moving on to my middle nail, I'm just kind of looking at my right hand to compare it because I want them to be similar, even though I do have some lessons learned that I'm going to adjust on my left hand. So just grabbing some of that white painting gel, I'm just trying to visualize where the center of my nail is because I'm going to draw a circle and I want it as close to perfect as possible. I definitely can't get a circle perfect. So I'm just trying to find that center, and then I'm gonna start with a half circle and then I'll complete it. So I'm just kind of taking it a little bit at a time. And I think the great thing about working with gels is that it's not gonna set until I cure it. So I've got time to kind of work with what I'm doing. I can take my time. If I don't like it, I can wipe it away and start over. So that's the really great thing about working with the gels. Is anyone else holding their breath with me? Because believe me, I was holding my breath trying to stay steady and make this circle. Anytime I do any kind of nail art, I swear I stop breathing. Now that I've finished my circle, I'm going to take some No Cleanse Gel Top Coat and place that on my palette. And I'm going to actually fill in my circle with the No Cleanse Top Coat because we're going to apply my glitter to that orange. Now I'm going to pour over my glitter, which is 3 weeks, over that No Cleanse Gel Top Coat. I haven't cured it at this point because I want the glitters to stick to that. So I'm just going to tap off the excess, and I'm just going to look at the shape and see if I need to fix it. I do want a little bit more glitter, so I'm just going to gently lay my finger into that glitter and gently pat it down. Don't forget the gel is wet at this point, so you have to be very, very careful. So I'm just taking this end of the Cuticle Pusher and trying to clean up the shape a little bit more before I cure it. Once I'm done curing, I'm going to dust off the excess glitter, and then I'm going to go in with my No Cleanse Gel Top Coat and top that glitter. And here's where my lessons learned from my right hand come in. So what I did with my right hand is I actually drew in the orange with my No Cleanse Gel Top Coat. So I didn't use my painting gel, and then I poured over the glitter. I cured that, and then I went in with my white painting gel on top of the raw glitter. And that did not work out so well because the gel kind of seeped into the crevices of the glitter, and it just looked a little messy, a little muddled. I didn't have really like crisp lines. So with this hand, I actually did the outline of the white painting gel so that it was a crisp line outline. And then I topped the glitter with the No Cleanse Gel Top Coat for the same reason. I want crisper lines, and this is a smooth surface that I can work on. I was a little concerned on whether or not I would get peeling of the gel paint because it's on a smooth surface, but I think because I used a dip top coat on top to seal it all in, I actually wore this mani for I think 10 days straight with no peeling, no lifting, so all was fine. So same thing with this one as my ring finger of when I'm done creating my segments, instead of a straight line straight into the rind, I'm actually creating little triangles where the line meets the rind to make it look more natural. I am far from an artist, so that was really hard to do. It's not perfect, but I am happy with the way it turned out. So now I'm going to finish everything off with dip top coat, which I can do on top of my gel as long as it's fully cured, and it'll be the same process. I'm going to activate, wait my 2 minutes, and then I'll go in with my 2 layers of dip top coat. finishing off my mani with my cuticle balm from Scales of a Mermaid Straight Chillin, which is a creamsicle scented cuticle balm for, of course, my orange mani. And here is the finished look. What do you think? I absolutely love the way it turned out, and I think it was perfect for the beach. And let me tell you, this mani was a labor of love. I don't know what I was thinking. As much as I loved it though, I have to say I got tired of wearing it at the end. I never wear a mani more than 2 to 3 days, much less like 9-10 days. It was kind of unheard of. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it also helps YouTube recommend me to others. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And stay tuned to the end. I do have some clips of my beach trip. So as always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.